Hey you guys, hope y'all are having a good Monday afternoon and evening. Hopefully I don't cut out again. It says my connection is weak, but I wanted to pop in here for a second because I've done a lot of thinking this weekend. For those of y'all that have followed my page and noticed my post this weekend, we had a whirlwind of a weekend. It started on Thursday, which was my last day to work at my day job. Drove into the garage to discover one of our puppies who had like explosive bloody stools. There was blood everywhere in their pen. So that started out with me picking her up and taking her straight to the vet, and then being told that she was very, very sick and may not make it. And they were running tests to figure out what it was that was going on. So left her at the vet, had to come pick up the other puppy and go take her in, get her checked and vaccinated in case it was parvo. So then Friday comes along and Friday night comes along, and my mother and father-in-law discovered that one of the heifers was missing, one of the ones that was expected to deliver soon. And so once they located her, she was in a very isolated part of the property and in labor. Took us a couple hours to realize that she was in distress, and we ended up having to help her, and it took a couple of hours. She had a stillborn calf. At moments I thought it was impossible. We had all of our manpower and all possible equipment we could use, and nothing was moving that calf. Right before we actually got the calf out of the mom, I thought to myself, this is impossible. There is no way that we are going to do this. We have tried so hard and the calf is not budging. We're going to lose both of them. And we already knew at this point that the calf was not alive. But then I had a mindset shift, and I remembered something that I preach in my private groups, and that is all about mindset and believing that you can do something, and that changes your ability to. So I had been sitting here saying in my head, this is impossible, there's no way that we're going to be able to do this. And then I said, okay, we're going to give this one more shot. And between me, my husband, my mother-in-law, my father-in-law, we gave it one more shot, pulled with all of our might, and lo and behold, that calf came out. It was like the most glorious feeling ever, because we had worked so hard and I was so physically and mentally drained from it. So then comes Saturday, and we discover that the mama is not able to get up. So we consulted with the vet and did what we could to treat the mama, gave her a chance to recover, repositioned her as much as we could, and things didn't work, and we lost her Sunday morning. In the process of all of that, Saturday night, as we went to the vet, we picked up our sick puppy. She was actually doing much better, but still a little bit sick. But we brought her home, and now she's doing very well, so that's good news. But we went and got meds from the vet as we were in the process of rushing back out there to the cow before it got too dark out there. I stepped in a hole and actually turned my ankle and sprained it. I felt kind of like a tear as I turned it. So I was like, what in the world? What else can happen? I felt completely defeated. And so then on Sunday, when we lost the mama cow, I came home and I just wanted to lay down and do nothing. I did not want to physically do anything. My whole body hurt in places that I'd never have soreness, like my fingers and my forearms in certain spots. I was just physically exhausted, and then I had an ankle that was hurting, and I could barely walk, and I just wanted to curl up in a ball and go to sleep. And I had missed my workout on Saturday, which I know I already had a workout from delivering that calf, but I felt like on Sunday I needed to do something. But I couldn't get myself physically up to do it. I just felt so exhausted and had no motivation whatsoever. Also had clothes that needed to be washed, dishes that needed to be washed, and then I normally prep things on Sunday for the week ahead, and I couldn't get myself to get motivated to do any of it. But in the private support groups that I do, our group, we encourage each other a lot and help hold each other up, and a lot of it is about mindset. And so I got to thinking, okay, I just have to get moving. Even if it's modified, I got to get moving. So I did my workout last night, even with the sprained ankle, but it was very modified. But I still worked up a sweat, and it still made me feel better. And it was amazing how much I felt better once I got it done. So that's the one thing that I wanted to bring up to y'all today is about mindset. So much about our lifestyles and how our life is all about mindset. It's how we view things and how we choose to interpret them. So I could certainly interpret this entire weekend as bad luck. And I can't believe this happened to us. This happened again. I mean, that's the negative mindset that I used to have. This happened to us again. Why does this always happen to us? I can't believe this happens to us. We're never going to get ahead. Those are the words that always went through my head. That's changed now. Now, of course, I had those little things going through my head over the weekend as all these things were happening. But to make all the whole process, the whole experience meaningful, I have to look at it as I need to learn from it. I need to learn what we need to do different. What could we have done different that our puppy did not get sick? What could we have done different to help the heifer out? So any future heifers that are in the same situation, what different things would we do from the get-go when we realized that she was in distress? And then, I mean, just the whole process, everything is a learning process. So what I wanted to tell y'all is just focus on mindset. Try to focus on having a positive mindset instead of always having that negative voice in your head. It can transform your life if you can just change your mindset. That's why quick fixes don't work. That's why some type of band-aid for unhealthy living does not work. You have to start the transformation of living a healthier life from the inside, because if your mind doesn't come with whatever you're doing for your body, then eventually your mind is going to trick you and make you go back to the unhealthy living. So making some type of drastic change is going to eventually backfire on you. But if you start with the mindset, start with thinking, changing your way of thinking, that changes everything, and you can make it a lifestyle change instead of just something that you're doing for a couple of weeks to see if you can lose a couple of pounds to fit into the bridesmaid dress or something like that. But instead, starting from the inside out, it changes everything, and it'll make it something that you can change for a lifetime, and you can also help your family, your kids, everybody you know, to make it a change for a lifetime instead of living unhealthy habits, unhealthy life over time. So I hope that didn't just ramble on, but I wanted to pass that on to y'all because this weekend was one for the record books. But it's not going to go, all that we went through and losing that heifer and everything will not go to waste. We will learn from the experience and we'll move forward, and it's in no way going to hold me back from doing the best that I can going forward. So I hope that helps y'all. I hope that y'all have a good rest of your day and have a good night.